Speedcheck is another amazing feature built into TEXT2DRIVE. Speedcheck allows your customers to receive via text a copy of their RO and also gives the dealer's customers the ability to pay for their service invoice online using their mobile device or from their email account. An advisor simply logs into the V2 interface of TEXT2DRIVE and goes to Speedcheck, and you're seeing that happen right now. Here's a list of the customers that have ROs that are open. Now, the advisor has certain actions or options they can take. They can send either an invoice, as is the case right now, or they can send an actual Speedcheck request to pay online. Before the Speedcheck goes out, a number can be changed. So let's just say a daughter or son drops off a car, dad or mom's going to pay for it. We can change the phone number and send the Speedcheck request to a different number than the person's number that's in your DMS. We can also send it to someone via email, and we can change that email address on the fly also. Once that's done, the advisor presses the Send Invoice button, and then you'll see what happens on the customer side of this entire quick 2-minute transaction. You're going to see now that the advisor has sent the invoice to the customer via text. Any customer can be texted their invoice even before a request to pay online is sent. Customers who would like to pay online are sent a text message which contains both a hyperlink and a unique PIN number. The customer presses the hyperlink and then enters the PIN number that was just texted them. If they've not already received their invoice, they are presented with 3 options by Speedcheck. Pay now, text me my invoice, or pay at the dealership. This customer wants to pay online and presses the Pay Now button, and the entire payment process begins. First thing is for the customer to review the information about them, or who they are, and make sure it's completely filled out the way it should be. Now, if the customer's already been into the dealership and say we've swiped their card or they've made a payment online in the past, they do not have to enter their entire credit card number, but they can add a new credit card or even use a different credit card. The customer presses Review and Pay, reviews the actual payment confirmation, presses Pay Now, and then they receive a thank you message letting them know the payment has been received and their car will be ready for them when they show up at the dealership. At the end of the day, TEXT2DRIVE will send an entire reconciliation of all the transactions that took place using Speedcheck that show the customer, the RO, the service advisor, the amount, everything needed to basically complete this entire transaction. TEXT2DRIVE Speedcheck allows dealership-assigned employees to cashier any customer who may present a credit card for payment. Matt, a service advisor at Chicago Cars, is going to cashier a customer named Mark Meehan. Matt presses In-Store Pay and is instructed to swipe now. Matt's going to press the blue Swipe Now button, and after he does, a new dialog window will open and it'll instruct him to swipe that credit card right now. The swiper symbol shows up and tells him to swipe now, and he's going to do it in just 1 second. TEXT2DRIVE has made self-cashiering a really simple task. Matt swipes that credit card in a swiper connected to his computer through a USB port. Then he can generate a receipt and actually print the receipt and hand it right to the customer. So not only does TEXT2DRIVE generate the RO, which can be text or printed and given to the customer, but a receipt can be printed and given to the customer at the same time. There's a copy of the actual payment confirmation receipt. Think of the time and expense a dealer can save if its service advisors are able to self-cashier their customers. All customer billing questions and answers are taken care of by the advisor that took care of that customer, right at the time of payment for the service they just received.